Hey, hello! I've got another speed modeling video for you today. This one is not as long because it's nothing crazy like a mech, it's just a crate, a little clutter object that we can have floating around in the game as we move around. And I'm not making it too long because, well, it's a crate. You don't need it. You don't need it at like 300% speed or something. This one in particular is at 700% speed, so it ends up being around 5 minutes. And I think the crate itself took half an hour to model, so not too long. Most of the process was just taking the actual box, the cube mesh that we started with, and then just cutting it up and extending it so you can get those nice bevel raised surfaces on the crate. And makes it, I don't know why, it looks sci-fi, but somebody at some point decided that raised surfaces and neons on things make things look futuristic, and we've really stuck to that. Every single game that is in a sci-fi scenario that I've ever played is just bevels and neons, man. That's all you need, really. Yeah, that's how you make a sci-fi game. And the reason I haven't been making too many gaming videos lately is I've just moved into my new house and I've had to deal with a whole lot of bullshit with the new house and with my new job. So I've actually got income now, so I'm not starving, which is nice. Not starving is like definitely top of the list of things that I enjoy doing. Not starving, so that's good. I appreciate that. You can see what I'm doing now is taking chunks out of the box and hiding them. I'm not actually deleting them. I actually have quite a few recordings ready to turn into videos, but I don't think I have enough. I like making the videos like 5 to 10 minutes long because that seems like it's more worth it for you guys to watch, but any shorter than that and it just kind of feels like a cop-out. Like I could give you more content, but I'm just not. So we're just kind of waiting for the good recordings to accumulate, and everybody else has gotten new jobs too, so it's tough to find times that you can record with other people. And, you know, playing games like PlanetSide and Super Smash Bros. And things like that, it's much more fun with other people all the time. So now this part, very important. This part right here is a very integral part of making anything sci-fi or futuristic. And of course, that's neons. You gotta add neons when you're making futuristic crates, man. Like crates and boxes, robots, dogs, you gotta have like neon dogs. Just anything sci-fi, you've gotta have glowy neon strips on it. I mean, computer manufacturers look at this. Have you seen computers lately? Anything made like past 2012 is just coated in RGBs. It's fantastic. So that's what I did with that part. And it's just a little bit of adding details here. I'm adding little rungs that you can grab onto with your hands or a machine can grab onto with little grabby hands. And I've mirrored that on all 3 axes. So it's on the top and the bottom, and it's mirrored across the middle as well. And what I'm doing with that mirror is I'm now putting the rungs onto the sides here. So we have rungs on the side as well, which would be a lot more convenient if you were a person grabbing this crate than a machine. Grabbing crates from the top would be annoying because you just whack your knees off it. You don't want to whack your knees off things while you're moving around crates, right? That's just something you want to avoid. So that's what we did there. And now I've smoothed all the faces, so the faces shade smoothly together. There's no hard surfaces. And then to make actual hard surfaces, I'm splitting up the sides that I want to be hard. And when you separate those faces from the other faces, it just makes them look like a nice hard surface. But that's the kind of thing you want to do at the very end, because those hard surfaces, they're not connected to the rest of the box anymore. So it makes it really difficult to model. So we're about to jump into my favorite part of the creation process, which is of course putting it into the game. So you can see here I've got a whole bunch of different colored crates, and now I'm switching their colors. And the way I'm doing that is just refreshing the mesh, because I've got every single one set up to randomly generate a color every time they pop into the game. So I'm just refreshing it over and over again, and I pick a new color each time, and it looks really neat. I like the effect it gives. And the neons on the sides also look quite nice in Unreal Engine, because I've put a little more time into the emission maps to make them look a little nicer than I did in Blender, because it was just a placeholder in Blender. And you'll see as well that the crates are moving around when things hit them, and that's because I gave them a little physics object attached to them, and I've made them adhere to gravity, so that's pretty neat. That happens as well. I was going to make them explode, but I'm thinking about doing something else, like a fusion cell from Halo, instead of these guys, for explosions, because I want things that go around and explode, because that's always fun. So now, I haven't quite decided on what I'm going to do for stages. I was thinking about maybe having a theme for each stage, but making them pseudo-randomly generated, kind of like Path of Exile or Warframe, where you have things that are the same in every single map, but they're all in different places. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any ideas for themes, or things I should do for stages, or things I should do for clutter objects, you go ahead and let me know, and maybe I'll put that in the next speed modeling video. So for now, thank you so much for watching and checking out my video, and I'll be seeing you soon. Later days.